If you're expecting your first baby, this video is for you. First of all, congratulations, you're having a baby. How awesome is that? Today I've got a super practical video that goes through the exact list of items that I bought in preparation for my little baby to arrive home. When I knew I was having my little boy, I wanted to prepare as much as possible and buy everything that needs to be bought in preparation for my little boy to arrive. Being the Excel nerd that I am, I created a spreadsheet that lists every single item that I bought with a price and a link to the website so you can click straight on it and find it online. The spreadsheet was super helpful for me when I was preparing for my little baby to arrive, so I decided to share it with you for free. So you're able to do that by going on dadlife.com.au and you can get this exact spreadsheet that has every single item that I bought for free. And it also comes with a blank page so you can start it from scratch and add any items that you think you need in preparation for your little baby to arrive. There's a lot of baby stuff out there and it can get pretty expensive. So I made this spreadsheet so I can stay within the budget that I plan for. So you can go in and put whatever budget you have, and then you can add the items and the price, and it will tally up all the items together to see whether you are staying within your budget. So this is a super practical and efficient spreadsheet that will help you track how much you're spending and make sure that you're not going over your budget. So let's get straight into it. This is the exact spreadsheet that I put together in preparation for my little one to arrive. You can see what I've done is I've added a budget that we were aiming to stay within. I've got the total initial costs. So this is a running total. It just adds up all the different items that I had in my spreadsheet. And then I've got a simple over and under, so to see whether I'm going over budget or I am staying within the budget. So this is the actual one that I use. So you can see we budgeted about $5,000 for the initial cost for the little one, and we came up a bit over. So I did allow about 10%, which this is more than 10%, but it is what it is. It's not too bad. So you can see here I've got a list of all the items that I bought. So again, you can download my spreadsheet, this exact spreadsheet, so it'll have all the items in there. So it gives you, a bit of a checklist that you can go through, and then you can adjust it as you want. I've got the cost that I paid for each one of these items, and again, once you change these totals will change. I've got just a comment that I've added on each one of them, and then I've got a link. So I've got the link to the exact location where you can buy that product. So this spreadsheet is, as I said, it's a very practical video that I'm doing today, and you can basically, prepare everything using this exact spreadsheet. So let's go and deep dive into each one of these items one by one, so you can see the exact everything that I bought in preparation for my little one to arrive. So pram was the number one, I guess, in terms of cost. So this is highest to lowest. So you can see the pram is at about $750. As I put in the comments here, we didn't go too high end because prams can go up to $5,000, but it also can go as low as $200. So $750, I was quite happy with that. And this is the pram that we got. So we got the Django pram from Baby Bunting. It's $850 now, so we must have bought it during a sale, which Baby Bunting has quite a lot of. They have sales all the time, so if you do see it on sale, I suggest you buy it. So this Django pram, super sturdy, pretty light. I'd say maybe not the lightest on the market, but light enough for my wife and I to pick up and put in the back of our boot. It's it folds quite easily. It's got, you can see obviously the two attachments. So it's got the bassinet. So this is the 0 to 6, I guess, in terms of when your child is between 0 to 6 months, and then after 6 months or whenever you're comfortable, you can change it to this upright position. So it's got the two attachments which comes with a pram. So this is super, we're super happy with this pram. We haven't had any issues. Nothing's broken. Super sturdy, against light, durable. It comes with some other, some rain covers and things like that. The wheels are good. We're not going too much off-road, but you can see very easy to fold. It fits quite nicely into our boot. But if you got a small car, this might be like a very small car. We had a Mazda 2 initially. It didn't actually really fit in there, so you got to play according to your position. But highly recommend this Django panorama. We actually got the ocean blue, which looks really nice. And again, it's been great so far. So highly recommend this Django 7, $850 here, but if it's on sale, I suggest you get it. And then after the pram, we got the change table. So we went for a change table that had drawers because we didn't have any extra cupboard space for little Dylan's clothes. So we went for one with drawers, which was a little bit more expensive, but not too bad. Again, $600. We got the again, Baby Bunting, the Love and Care Everly drawer chest. So again, similar to the pram, super sturdy, quite big, so it's quite roomy. So I guess again, depends on the size of your room, but this one fit well in our spare room. You can see, so it's got this change table attachment, so that's where we change. We bought a mattress, and that's where we change the little one. But then once he gets older and he doesn't get changed on the change table, we've got a set of drawers for his clothes. So this was we were thinking not just as a change table. We thought more long term in terms of having something for him to put his clothes in. So again, highly recommended, super sturdy, pretty easy to put together. I did it by myself, but I recommend you try and do it with someone because it's a bit hard by yourself. And next thing is clothes. So I put $500 for clothes, but so clothes can get very expensive. So if you with the little one, they grow up so quickly, it's crazy. We actually got a lot of hand-me-down clothes from my friends, and I highly recommend, if you've got any friends, good friends that you're comfortable with, and they offer you some clothes, hand-me-downs, you should 100% take it, because they don't last very long, to be honest. From our experience, we got about 3 bags worth of clothes from my friends, and honestly, we went through probably only one because he grew out of it so quickly. So if you do have the option, not everybody does, but if you do have the option to get hand-me-down clothes from your friends, highly recommend it. It was a bit weird for me initially, but we put it through the wash and it was all good. It was basically brand new, and honestly, they probably didn't even use it much. So try to get hand-me-downs if you can. If you can't, don't spend too much money on it, really. That would be my advice, because they grow out of it again super quickly. Get maybe, I don't know, depends on, again, the timing. Could be winter baby or summer baby, but get about 10 pieces of clothes as like in total, and you'll see you'll probably use only 7 of them, and your baby will grow out of it. So try to be a bit strategic with this one, but if as they grow up, you'll have to buy the new ones. So yeah, so don't go too expensive either. I mean, don't go brands, really, honestly. Just go to Kmart, Target, Big W. Those clothes are fine, and they've lasted. There's no issues with them. Just get those and you'll see. Honestly, trust me, you'll use half of them. They grow so quickly. So I allocated about $500 on clothes because we did end up getting clothes, some new ones anyway. So then a cot obviously from, we got a one that converted to a bed. So we were thinking again a bit longer term. So we got the Eldita Oxford Classic with the mattress. So this is a cot that converts into a bed later on, which is great. And again, sturdy, easy to put together. It's got a little drawer at the bottom if you want to add as well for his stuff. And it comes with 2 levels as well. So what happens is you see this where this frame goes. This is the lower level. So this is where we have him now as he's a bit older. But when you start, you see these holes over here, and that's basically where the frame goes. So it's a bit higher. So as a newborn, or as a when they're just after 6 months, you can have them on the higher one, so it's better for your back. So this is a really good cot. We moved into it when he was about 3 months, which was crazy for me. I thought he'll be at least 6, but after 3 months, he was keen. So we moved in. We were keen too. So anyway, let's move on. Car seat. So we got 2 car seats. Car seat number 1, car seat number 2. We got a 0 to 8 and a 0 to 4. And essentially, as the name suggests, this will be used from when he's 0 to 8 years old, and this one is 0 to 4. The thing about 0 to 8 is you gotta make sure that your car is big enough to fit it, because we had, again, a Mazda 2, as I mentioned. 0 to 8 did not fit in it, no chance. So we had to get a 0 to 4. But if you have the room, just get a 0 to 8, easy, you don't have to replace it. And the Mother's Choice, very good car seat. Again, no issues with it. It's easy to use and easy to adjust as well. So with a car seat, you can watch one of my other videos on the top 5 must have in preparation for your baby. A car seat is on it. And for the car seat, there's basically two things that I suggest when you look for one. The first thing is safety, but most of these car seats will be approved for safety, so there's a safety regulation that they have to go through, and they got to get the tick of approval. Mother's Choice is all good with that one. But then the other most important thing is to make sure that it's easy, and when I say it's easy for you. So what I mean by that is it's easy for you to put them in and fasten, the seatbelt, because some of them are a bit harder to use. So you just got to make sure it's super simple for you to just put him in, zip it up, and he's tightened, he's fastened. And then also after that, there's basically adjusting the height of it. So you can see here this little lever. All you do is you pull it up once it gets older. So as they grow up, got to make sure you adjust the height. So this one's super easy. Just pull that up and it's done. It's adjusted for the height. So Mother's Choice, definitely a good choice. And we got both Mother's Choice for 0 to 8 and the 0 to 4. Highly recommend. Very easy to use, very easy to adjust, very easy to tighten. So I totally recommend the Mother's Choice for when you're going out shopping for car seats. So that's that. We've got a baby monitor. So the baby monitor that we got was for once we moved him into the other room, the separate room, in his own cot. So we want to make sure we can see him while he's sleeping. So we got this Oricon camera with a monitor. So you can see it's got this little adjustment here that you add to the cot. So that's what we've got here. And again, super useful. You can connect it also to your phone. We haven't done it, but you can connect it to your phone if you want. And it's got the usual stuff, like you can tell the temperature in the room, and you can actually talk through the camera to the baby if you want, and it plays some music as well. But honestly, we just use it for the bare minimum, which is just to see him, to make sure that he's okay. So I do recommend this one. And I've got here, where you can see is I've got excuse me, I used I got my one for free, basically. So I used my Qantas points to get my baby monitor for free, so we saved on a decent amount of money. And you can see I've actually got all these different things here that I bought for free, basically, that I got for free from Qantas Marketplace. So if you are interested, I got another video on my profile, on my account. You can see I go through the exact way to make the most out of your Qantas points in a way that you are actually making the most of it. Because some people, what they do is they just get the credit cards, they sign up to these things, they spend all this money that they don't need to, and then they get their points and they think, oh well, I got all my stuff for free, hey. But you didn't really, because you spent all this money on things you didn't need in order to get these points. So if you want to do it the right way, watch my video on my account, or even you can go to my website, dadlife.com.au, and you can see one of my blog posts on how to the exact system I used in order to make sure that I make the most out of my Qantas points and get all this free stuff. So this is just free baby stuff that I've gotten. Gotten much more from Qantas points for free, but this is super useful. So it saved us some quite a lot of money, as you can see. If you add all these together, we saved on almost $1,500. So highly recommend. Go on my channel, have a look. But moving on, breast milk pump, double one for my wife. She was pumping up milk initially, and yeah, she got the double and she was happy with it. Ended up not using it, moved on to formula, but that's another story. Yeah, but this one was good. She was happy with it. This was this one being Tommy TP. double electric pump. Yep, she was happy with it. I can't really speak to it because I don't know what it's like. So she was happy. Anyway, moving on. Bassinet. As you can see, I got mine for free again, but if you can't, this is the bassinet that we got. So bassinet usually 0 to 3 months or 0 to 6 months. That's when they use the bassinet. So this is a bedside one. We tucked it in next to our bed, and he was sleeping there for about 3 months. Can't really say too much about it as it's just a little bed. But yeah, this was good. Came with a mattress, and he was happy in it. So get that. Again, I wouldn't. Obviously depends on your baby, but I wouldn't recommend spending too much money on a bassinet because of how little time or how much value you actually get out of it. So as I said, most 0 to 3, you're only going to be using it for 3 months or 6 months, and you got to think of, I guess, the return on investment for these things. And this one, you're not going to use it too much, but again, depends on your baby. Your baby might be a really fussy sleeper, so you might need one of those fancy ones that rocks them to sleep. But give this a go, or a cheaper one, and see how your baby likes it, because you won't get much value out of this. So that's my recommendation. Anyway, swaddles. So I've got another video on my account that you should definitely have a look at. It's basically my top 5 things to buy in preparation for your little one to arrive, and swaddle is my number 1 recommendation. Zipper swaddle specifically, and specifically the ergo pouch as well from Baby Bunting or wherever you want. Don't bother trying to learn how to swaddle. Okay, learn, it's a good skill to have, but just get these ergo pouches, swaddle, zipper swaddle. You will save so much time, you will save so much effort, you will save your back from breaking. Honestly, this is a lifesaver, time saver, energy saver, and he likes it. So we got a few of these. You can see this is basically, you chuck them in there, you zip them up, and you're done. That's it. It's as easy as that. And there are different sizes for their ages, but there's also different TOG level, which is something I learned when I became a dad. A TOG, or I don't know if it stands for anything actually, but it's basically the level of thickness of the swaddle. So it ranges from 0.2 to 3.5, 0.2 being the thinnest or the lightest, and the 3.5 being the thickest. So depending on I guess the time of the year, get the swaddle that will fit the time of the year. So what I mean by that is, right now we are in winter in Australia, it's July, and we got a 2.5 and a 3.5 for my little baby, and because it's thick, it needs to stay warmer. But when it was summertime, we bought the 0.2, 0.5, to keep it a bit more lightweight and to make it a bit more breathable during summer. So you can see here, each TOG has specific room temperature that it's recommended for. So 2.5 for 17 to 23. The 3.5 is basically 17 and below, and then all the other ones are in according to the weather. So highly recommend getting a few of these. Well worth the money. You think $60, you're buying a few of these, it's like, it can get expensive, but honestly, this is the best. This is absolutely the best. If I had to swaddle him all the time, mate, I'd be depressed right now. So definitely get this. If you don't get anything else, get this. Number 1, swaddles. Moving on, bottle sterilizer. So bottle sterilizer. So there's there's a pack that comes with a bottle sterilizer, bottles, and a bottle warmer at Baby Bunting. It was on sale when we got it. You can see $134, so half price. Usually goes for $270. This is my number 2 recommendation for my top 5 things that you must buy in preparation for your baby. Get a Tommy TB essential starter kit, and you're basically sorted. So as I mentioned, it comes with a bottle sterilizer. So that's this thing, little pouch for your bottle if you want to take away, keeps it warm. Bottle warmer, and then all 6 different bottles, and it comes with comes with all the apparatuses to clean your bottles, and even a little dummy. Didn't remember that one, but highly recommended. Definitely get it. Super easy to use. We use it to this day, so it's still basically, I'd say this is the number one thing that we still use to this day, every single day, twice a day. Very, very easy, very convenient. Definitely get this one. Baby bath. This is again my top 5 list to have. We got a stand up bath, a weighted one as well. So we don't have an inbuilt bath, so we got this one. This aqua scale with a bath stand as well. So it says 79 here, but that's just the bath stand. So you got to get the bath as well. So you can see there's a bath and there's a stand. Highly recommend if you don't have an inbuilt bath, which we don't. So we still use this every day, and again saves you effort, time, saves your back from breaking for a few more years, so you can have your back. God knows, every time I stand the wrong way now, it hurts. So definitely get this one. That's the aqua scale. So you can see it's a weighted bath as well, which is great. So you can keep track of your baby's weight, especially in the early days when you just want to make sure that they're all good and they're not underweight or overweight. Baby bath, aqua scale, stand up bath with a weighted bath. Yeah, definitely recommended. Then we've got the baby body carrier. So you can see this one I got for free again with my points. So this is the Ergo Baby, it's a baby carrier. You can see it's $300 here right now. So obviously I got mine on Qantas Marketplace, but this goes on sale as well at Baby Bunting at times. To be fair, we used this maybe 3 times because he did not like it. So each to their own. Again, I got many friends that use this baby carrier and their baby loves it. Baby's super happy with it. So this is probably one of the only things that we bought that he doesn't use, and we still got it, but haven't made any use of it. So it depends on your baby, depends on whether they like it or not. Give it a go. You can go for maybe a cheaper one to start with, but yeah, so this is the one that we bought. And then we get into a few of the smaller things. So we've got this nasal mucus pump. So fun fact that I didn't know, babies cannot blow their nose. Poor babies. So basically if they've got mucus or some boogers up there, they can't get it out. So you can't really get it out for them as well, because their nose is so small, and I think it's actually quite irritating to them if you try to shove something in there to get the mucus out. So we bought this nasal mucus pump. So essentially what you just do is you shove it up the nose and it sucks out the mucus. So highly recommend just having it just in case you need it to clear up your baby's nose, blocked nose. So $100, but probably worth it just in case. So let's move on. We've got the playmat. So this is just a playmat that he lies down on to do his tummy. He did to do his tummy time, to play around a little bit, and it comes with the little thing on top, so he looks at it and he's like all cute and smiley. So playmat, thermometer, definitely get it, just to again make sure that you can check that his or her their temperature when they might be sick. And then nappies bin. You can buy a normal standard bin, but this bin kind of captures the smell. Doesn't do 100% of the job. My baby room still smells like baby poo, but it's a little bit better than the $2 Kmart ones. So you can get yourself a nappies bin. Muslin wraps, we used this at the beginning when he was when we were trying to swaddle him, but we moved on from these to the as I mentioned, to these swaddles. So up to you how much you want to spend on that. Bibs, we have that's probably higher now. He just drools everywhere now that he's teething, so bibs definitely useful. Again, you can just get these from Kmart. Diaper bag, so we got a diaper bag from Kmart, and super useful. We just put all the things that we need in there in preparation for when we have to run out to go somewhere. So you got nappies in there, you got spare clothes, you got wet wipes, dummy just in case, all these little things. So it's always good to have that. His own bag prepared, ready to go. So we got ours from Kmart, diaper bag. Car seat installation will cost you about $50 to get it done professionally. We did a baby bunting. Worth it. I'd rather not do it myself, just in case they're the experts. Leave it to the experts for these things. Toys, we didn't spend too much because everyone just buys you toys. So just don't buy your own, because everyone else will buy your toys and you'll just have too many toys. So keep it low. So nappies, disposable bags, that's for this nappy bin. So there is I guess an added cost that goes into that. So it's up to you whether you want it. Sunshade for car, bassinet, mattress cover, car mirror, books, baby bath soap. So just as an FYI, find a soap that doesn't have soap in it, because it gives them a rash when they're young. So just get one of the, I think QV maybe. It's got the ones that don't have soap in it, just because it irritates their little soft skin. So get one with no soap. Baby nappy rash cream. So have that. We use that quite a bit. So just have a couple of these, stashed away. Pacifiers in case you want them. Baby Panadol as well. Again, just in case, you're better off buying all these things before something happens, because if you suddenly get sick and you don't have Panadol, you have to run out and chaos everywhere. So just have these things ready. We kind of have a little first aid kit for the little one ready to go. So it's tucked away. It's got Panadol. It's got all these little things in there, just as in preparation. So, and just another fun fact, not really a fun fact, but there's different brands of paracetamol for babies. So Panadol is, I guess, the main one that everybody knows. But then there's other things, I don't remember the name, but there's other brands. And with our little one, he doesn't like Panadol. So the flavor profile of the Panadol is just too strong for him. So he basically, once he was sick and we gave him Panadol, he just vomited everything straight out. So I ended up getting a different brand. I'll have a look what it's called. I'll put it in the comments. But that was the brand that he liked. So I suggest getting a few different brands and just having them ready to go just in case. So that's basically it. That's the list of everything you need to get in preparation for your little one. Again, you can download this spreadsheet for free from my website, dadlife.com.au. And the best thing about this is that you can adjust it to basically fit your budget. So let's say we're going for a $10,000 budget. You can see where we'll end up. So if you wanted to spend $2,000 on a pram, you can see everything adjusts automatically. So you can see you've got another $2,000 to play with, $1,000 here. Let's say you spend $2,000 in clothes. I'm just making up numbers. Cot, $2,000. You can see now I've gone over by $900. So you can adjust it and play with it. It's super easy, super practical spreadsheet for you guys. So again, you can go ahead and download this at dadlife.com.au. I hope it's useful for you. It definitely was for me as a nerd, that loves spreadsheets. So go on dadlife.com.au, download this spreadsheet, and you can be basically ready for your little one before they arrive. So if there's anything I forgot, let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message if you want. And I hope that this was as useful for you as it was for me. And ciao.